if you got something, I mean, I want you to share what's on your heart if you got something on your heart.
Well, I'm going to just speak a little bit more about what happened with us this past week. I just want to say this. Me and Heather are not just super Christians. I don't want, because here's the thing. We didn't do nothing that others don't have. You have the chance, the possibility to do exactly what we did.
Right.
In the situation we were in.
Right. That's right.
If you look all through this Bible, in the Old Testament especially, there's people that have purposed in their heart. It says that with Daniel, Meshach, Shadrach, and Abednego, they purposed in their heart that they weren't going to defile themselves with the king's meat.
Yeah.
And we see that purpose that they purposed got put to test.
Yeah.
And how they come out of that fire, not even smell like smoke.
Right. Yeah.
Joseph his brothers put him into a pit. If you put yourself in that position, you're like, what in the world is going on? What is happening in my life?
Yeah. I'm
getting sold into slavery. But you see what that he purposed. You could see that he purposed in his heart that he was going to stay true to God, because it says that he got he got put into positions that he was over people.
Yeah.
Listen, me and Heather have purposed in our heart. Heather cries this out all the time. I just don't want, God, I don't want to just go to you and talk to you about it, talk to you when I go to church. We have purposed in our heart that we are going to actually live this thing out.
Amen.
We're going to live what Jesus says to live out.
Amen. Amen.
We have purposed in our heart, and Heather's learning that she just can't plan the future. If you look at Abraham, I'm just picking weird random things, but Abraham, God told him to move and to move his family. He didn't know where the destination was. God just said to move. And so he moved it. So he took each day as it came. And that's what me and Heather are learning, that we just can't plan our future. We have to take every day as it comes. We're taking it. And we just come, whatever comes up that day, we just go with the Holy Spirit. Whatever is peace, whatever we feel peace with, that's what we do.
Yeah.
Because right now we can't plan our future. We thought we had our future planned. It's not. We can't plan it. But listen. We did not put the focus on us. And we did not cry out to God like, why are you letting this happen to us? What is happening? What have we did wrong? We didn't do that.
Praise God.
We did not do that. Because I'm telling you, if you're going to follow Jesus and you're going to put this faith thing to practice, there's going to be some weapons formed against you.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You're going to get tested.
I promise you, when you start trying to put this faith thing, because Jesus walked in faith.
Yeah.
Everything he did was faith and obeying the Holy Spirit. Because listen, everything Jesus did was totally by man. He was a man. He was a man. He was tied to his body.
That's right.
Like Katie said, he had access though.
Yeah. Yeah.
By the Holy Spirit, he had access to two worlds. We are the same.
That's right.
We're the same.
Right.
We have access to two worlds. Because listen, when she screamed, when she yelled out Jesus, just like that, Peter, he was walking on the waves, and all of a sudden he started focusing on the water. Because listen, the enemy is focused on himself. And that's what you are made in God's image. But he is wanting to steal that identity from you.
Right.
And so if he can get you to focus on your surroundings and what you're going through, because that's what he is.
Right, yeah.
He's focused on what's going to happen to him. He knows where his destination is.
Right, yeah.
Well, if he can drag as many people to that destination as possible, he will. And if he can get you in fear, because he lives in fear.
That's right.
He lives in
That's
total
right.
fear. And if he can get you in fear, then he got your identity. He's stealing your identity.
Yeah, yeah.
Listen. When we said Jesus and we started praying, we had
You accessed it.
we pulled that supernatural power down.
That's right.
I'm telling you.
Amen. That's right.
I'm telling you. And y'all have the same.
Amen. Amen.
You have the same. You have the same. You can do the same thing. It don't have to be a tornado that you're going through.
Right. That's right.
Because listen, here's what we did different. Is our words.
Yeah.
When we spoke. When we spoke Jesus. When we started praying. It turned it around.
Yeah. Amen.
And we have seen Luke 6:38, just give, and it will be given to you. Pressed down, shaken together, running over, will men given to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, we have purposed in our heart too that we're going to be faithful to God and bring tithe. We're going to bring a check, money. It don't matter what amount. We're going to bring something to His house. It don't matter. It don't matter if it was 10%. It might be less than 10% of our check. But we're bringing it to Him because we're not going to come empty-handed to God.
Amen. Amen.
And I don't care. It may look like you might be bringing an offering to Him and nothing's happening. But I don't care. I feel like Daniel sometimes, or the three Shadrach boys. That even if it were not so, even if that decree was not so, even if it were not so that the men are given to us, I'm not backing off
Amen.
of His word, and I'm going to stay in faith with this.
Amen.
Even if it were not so.
Amen.
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 Even if it were not so.
Amen. Amen.
Good word.